to receive everything God got for me, and ain't nobody gon' stop me.
I was thrown in the furnace, I lived in the fire. I came out shining, I was destined for higher, higher.
I am ready to receive everything God got for me, and ain't nobody gon' stop me.
I was thrown in the furnace, I lived in the fire. I came out shining, I was destined for higher, higher.
Welcome to another Get Ready with Steph, and also I'm going to be telling my EclecticNista's thoughts on some certain matters, so y'all be sure to stay tuned and let's get started, okay? So, prepping my face. I've already put on my toner. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of this child, where my glasses at? Y'all know a girl can't see, okay? Not up close. All the Feels facial oil, and it has cannabis in it. Now, if y'all ain't watched my latest vlog, my experience with having an edible for the first time, y'all be like, Steph, you still playing with cannabis? Okay, here we go. So, I like to put this oil on before I put my makeup on. It just gives me a nice moisturized look or finish to just my raw natural skin before I get to putting layers of makeup on. And when I say layers, y'all, I ain't talking about layers like some of these other influencers. I think they've put on way too many layers, but we ain't here to talk about that. We here to talk about how I need to clear my name. So, first things first. Last week, I was having a discussion with Jasmine, with my oldest daughter. And maybe 2 weeks ago, I had a conversation. We had a family meeting. We had a conversation about, dating, okay? And, like, what that looks like and stuff. And this is what prompted the conversation with Jasmine last week. So we had this family discussion about dating and, like, allowing guys to be men, okay? Allowing the boy to be the man, or, be the male, or whatever the case may be, right? So we were talking about going on a date. And, like, who's going to pay for the date, pretty much, okay? And Jada was like, well, I don't have a problem, paying for the date and stuff. She was like, he's currently, he's still in school. She's talking about her bae. He's still in school, and, she works, and she don't mind paying for it. And she was like, well, mommy, didn't you do that with daddy when y'all was dating? It's like, girl, no, what are you talking about? So, it seems to be that from this one story, or this one experience that I have shared with my daughters about how my husband, how Mr. Long, figured out I was the one, it seems like they got this story, like, all twisted and mixed up. So I was like, you know what? I gotta clear my name. I gotta clear my doggone name, okay? And this is why. They were under the impression that every time me and James, when we went out, when we was dating, they were under the impression that I was paying. Where they do that at? Okay. This new generation, they are a totally different breed, okay? I think the first time I heard of the phrase Dutch was probably like within the past maybe 10, 15 years. I've been married for 26, getting ready to celebrate my 27th next month, May. Hard work, okay? Hard work to keep a marriage strong, healthy, and unified, okay? It's a lot of work. Don't let nobody lie and tell you any different. However, with that being said, they, for all these years, they've been thinking the wrong thing. So I tell them I need to set the record straight. So This is a story of when James said he knew I was the one. All right, and this is the story that apparently they really have like got messed up, jacked up, and they have been misinformed. Okay, and I just think it's their interpretation that has been misleading, because I don't think they've been misinformed, but I'm here to clear it up. Okay, when me and James was dating after Jasmine was born, Jasmine probably was like 2 months old. Okay, I wasn't working. I was literally a full-time, you know, learning how to be a mother type chick. Okay, however, he was my boyfriend at the time, and he worked, and he did his part when it came to, you know, making sure things that, like, you know, things that I like to do, such as, like, you know, get my hair done, get my nails done, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, particularly, you know, after having a baby. All right, you know, we be feeling some kind of way. We be feeling like we ain't as fine as we was before we had this baby, because now it's like all these changes that done happened to our body. So he would make sure that, you know, he always did things for me, even while we was dating. All right, back in the day, I wasn't big on getting my nails done, so to speak, but my hair has always been like a necessity. All right, and one day I had he asked me, you know, what I was doing, did I want to go anywhere, did I want to do anything, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I would love to go to Red Lobster. Now, back in the 90s, Red Lobster was considered expensive. Okay, right now you can go to Red Lobster and it's still expensive if you ask me, and you really don't get shit. Okay, it's not the same experience as it was back in the day. It has changed. Okay, but back in the 90s, it was something that was popping, child. If you was going to Red Lobster, honey, you done did it. All right, in the 90s, let me be clear, 94 to be exact.
Beautiful.
Hello? It was deemed the thing to do, and this was back in 94. So I said, well, I would love to go out to dinner and go to Red Lobster. I would love to. And he was like, okay. He was like, well, I'll come pick you up at such and such time, you know, just like you would on a date. You know, we're parents now. We needed some quality parent time. All right. So he picks me up. We go to Red Lobster. We sitting out, you know, in the lobby, you know, waiting to be seated, because, you know, used to be some long ass waits, because like I said, it was popping. That was the place to go. That was the place to be. All right. So we sitting there, and me and him, you know, just talking, you know, about our new baby and how pretty she is, and he taking all the credit that she looked like him, and I'm just like, at least he know that was his child. Okay, no question about that shit. All right. So then we sitting there, like I said, having conversation, having some dialogue, and he says that he's not hungry. Why you not hungry? You hungry any other time? Why you not hungry today? He said he's just not hungry. He ate before he came. And I was like, oh, okay. That's new. So I'm like, this don't seem quite right. So my spidey senses kicked in, and I had to be like, okay, let's keep it 100. Okay. This is the origination of keeping it real. I said, bruh, every time we done went out to like eat or do anything, you always eat. You always hungry. He was always up for like adventure, because James' parents didn't go out to eat as much as my mama did. So when we would go out to eat, he would go out with us, and he just was, you know, experiencing, you know, new things. Not because his parents couldn't afford it. They believed in cooking at home. Mama said she have 4 kids, and she ain't doing that all the time. Okay, so I had a very burst palate. All right, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, this ain't never happened when we go out, so why is it happening now? And I said, I'm gonna ask you something, and I need you to be honest with me. And he said, okay, sure. I said, do you not have enough money for both of us to eat? He looked at me, not wanting to answer me, okay? Let's make sure I say that. And he said, yes, I don't have enough money. I was like, okay. So I was like saying to Steph, I was like, Steph, this man is willing to spend his last on you so that you can have what you want as far as a dinner is concerned, okay? That's a gesture all in itself. I think that's when I realized too, like, he was the one. But this was really like an aha moment for Mr. Long. So we sat there and I was like, all right. I said, well, all right, I appreciate your honesty. He was like, okay. So we get to the table. Server comes over. She takes our orders for drinks. And before he could even say anything, I said, we're just going to have water. Water with some ice and some lemon. And they was like, okay, we'll be back. You know, take your time. Look at the menu. So I told him, I said, look, I got $50. And I said, we could put our money together and we both can eat. He looked at me and he was like, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. And he was like, okay. I said, now this is what we got to do now. We can't be acting like we got it like that now. So he told me he had $50 and I had $50. So that equals 100, right? So I said, let's look at the menu and let's see what we both want to eat. I ain't gonna lie, we got the most least expensive thing on the menu at the time, and $15.99 back in the day was a lot, okay, to be talking about eating some shrimp and some scampi and some damn what else, scampi, some potatoes, a little bit of broccoli. That was a lot, okay? That was a lot. So I had said to him, I said, we're gonna do this together. So we both got $15.99 meals. We had water. We had the bread, the cheese, biscuits. We had all of that. So we was like, okay, we should be nice and full when we leave here, okay? We had the salad, all of that. And we was drinking our water. We had the lemon. We went and got the little sugar packs, okay? Put the sugar, squeeze the lemon. We had instant lemonade, okay? Child, was no shame in my game. However, it's all about how you do it, okay? Don't be sitting at the table looking all ratchet and shit, you know, asking, can I get 4 waters with some lemonade, some lemons on the side? Because I'm going to make my own lemonade. I ain't buying y'all lemonade. Don't do that, okay? That's not cute. And that's not keeping it classy. So, we was real incognito. And we did that. And we did it together. And we both ate. We ate, and y'all, so we got $30. We ain't got no drinks or nothing like that. We did get us dessert. We had some cheesecake. We had a New York cheesecake for dessert. We was able to tip our waiter the whole 9, okay? So then, after we finish, we get in the car. And like I could just see like this this relief, like, not on him, just due to the fact that, you know, he probably was like, I wasn't expecting her to do that, and she did that, and we did it together. And I was like, well, we're together. You took me out to eat. I want us to eat together. I want us to enjoy a meal. I want you sitting across the table looking at me eating, and then you ain't doing nothing. So he said that was an aha moment for him. Now, he told me this like after the fact, not like in that moment. So Mr. Long tells me, he's like, well, what else you want to do now? Because now we got like $40 left, okay? $40. So we decided to go to the Thunderbird Drive-In Theater that's in Fort Lauderdale off of Sunrise Boulevard. We decided to go there, and we went to the movies. We got to see not 1, but 2 movies. When we went to the movies, we was able to pay to get in. We had enough for that. We even had enough for some popcorn and some pop, okay? And to be honest with y'all, you know, we was real new in parenthood, right, you know, at the beginning. And, you know, sometimes it may have been like a little hard to have like some privacy. So I ain't gonna even front with y'all, because I'm a grown ass woman about mine. Grown, okay? And I don't even remember watching the movie. I can't even tell y'all what we watched. I can't. But I can tell y'all this, and this might be a little TMI. Might be. This might be a little TMI. However, y'all, that night was the first time I experienced my first womanly orgasm, okay? Yes, I was at the Thunderbird drive-in theater in the car with my now husband, but he was my baby daddy, and he was my man back in the day. And I experienced my first orgasm. Like, real talk. I don't know. It did something to him, and maybe it did something to me too, because the fact to know that somebody will sacrifice what they have in order to make you happy, that was like the first time like a male in like my personal love space has ever done for me. So I just think how it was memorable for him. It was memorable for me in that sense as well, because this is like, I can honestly say this one, it solidified like he may be the one. He may be the one. So get to the story about me clearing my name. My daughters for all these years have been thinking that when I have told them this story, they thought every time me and their dad went out to eat or to the movies or anything like that, they always thought it was me that paid. That's funny, right? That's funny. Look, I'm old school. I'm old school. I'm old school to the point now. I understand women, we have evolved. We have come a long way. And, you know, we love our independence. We love to show our independence. And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, when I say I'm old school, I believe that when you go on a date, let the man be the man, okay? Let him, if he asks you on a date, let him take you on a date. That means the chivalry, that should be there, y'all. Those are like signs that I just think we so damn strong and independent and like liberated in today's time that sometimes we forget to allow men to like really, really be men, all right? And show you that. So to me, if you ask me out on a date, you got this. I ain't asked you out on a date. You asked me. So you got this. And I'll be there. I'll be there. I'm going to show up. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy your company. And when it comes time for the bill, child, please, I am not going to be shy. If anything, the server, when they come, they should know that the check should be sat in front of the man. Sat in front of the man, period. Okay? Not because they gonna assume, because that is what is expected. Okay? This day and time, I just think women, sometimes we do too much, and we like kind of like shame on us for some of the behavior that Jada, I'm filming. Take it downstairs.
I'm asking if this is the right one.
Yes. I'm clearing my name.
What do we say?
Thank you.
We don't reach.
Yes, we do reach. You have
After
to.
you say thank you.
You have to. Where your daddy?
Downstairs.
In the garage?
In the kitchen.
Okay. Let me finish this so I can go help him. Because I got to go to the store. I got to cook this meal. Close the door. Close the door.
I told you to go drink your water.
I want some what's in your bag.
Come on.
Fucker. She's a fucker. Sorry, y'all. Bomb me talking shit. Anywho, let men be men. And this is the one thing I think women, we get in the way of our own selves sometimes, because that independence is like so important to us, okay? So important that we want them to know, I don't need you. I can buy my own food. I can pay for my own meal. I can buy my own bags. I can do all of this by myself. Okay? We can. We've shown it. We proved it. We do it. Okay? However, sometimes we need to pull back from that. And if you want a man to act like a man, you need to actually let him be the man. Okay? Me and my husband had this conversation all the time about young men and how they are being raised in today's society. And today's society, this is real talk. You can disagree with me if you want to, but this is what I see, because I don't have no boy, okay? I have girls. And what I see sometimes is a lot of women, single mothers, are raising sons, okay? And they could be coddling them, all right? Shout out to the mothers who don't coddle their sons, all right? Shout out to the mothers who show them what they supposed to be, father is supposed to show them about how to be a man when it comes to chivalry, when it comes to how to treat a woman. Sometimes it's these women out here that are doing this. And when you meet these entitled as men sometimes, you have to often question yourself how they was raised. I've heard some men say in the past, you know, oh, well, you ain't my mama, but you want me to act like I'm your mama, all right? Because your mama used to pick up behind you. Your mama used to make sure everything that she did, you was the little man in her life, and she made sure you was spoiled, okay? Spoiled. So then these boys grow up to be men that expect women to treat them like that, and that's where you got the game twisted. Shout out to my mother-in-law and father-in-law. They are my parents as well. I love them. I love the man that they raised. James has always been a manly man to me. He has masculine energy, okay? There are some men out here in the world that have feminine energy, and it's because of the coddling and the cradling and the keeping them on the titty, okay? Get these boys off your titties, mothers, okay? So that these men, these boys can turn into grown ass men who know how to treat and respect and love a woman. Women, mothers are the first lesson of how a boy learns to love the opposite sex. Am I wrong or am I right? Y'all tell me. With the first one, first defense. So if your son sees how his father treats you, if the father is absent and not a part of the mother's life, and you know they are just co-parenting, that's one thing. However, I still feel like it is that man's responsibility as well to still play a role in his son's life and teach him how to be a man, a responsible man, okay? A man that has some pride about himself, okay? And he's dignified. Some respect, okay? If it was your daughter, would you want your daughter out here paying for everything for a man, taking care of a man? Pretty much no. So for all these years, my daughters have been under the impression that I was out here paying for me and their daddy when we was dating. And honey, them was nothing but lies. When Jada mentioned that to me and James and Jasmine, when we was all having this family discussion, James looked at me and was like, I looked at him and he looked at me like, it didn't go down like that. Because it didn't. It didn't. I said, no, that happened. That was a one-off. That is what you call an anomaly. Okay, that was a one-off. Second time it happened was when we both graduated from high school. And this is probably the first time it happened, but it wasn't like, it didn't count for nothing because, you know, we had just started dating and, you know, we just was excited. We graduated from high school, and you know, me and his graduation was different days and stuff like that. So you know, graduation child, you know, you get all this money, okay? People just be dropping money in your lap like it ain't nothing. And I had it. So if I had it and we wanted to go out, let's go, okay? Let's celebrate. You know, like when like we popping bottles and nothing like that, but to go hang out and go to the movies and, you know, do all the stuff high school students do when you graduate and stuff, you know, you're celebrating. That's a huge milestone in your life. Therefore, I did pay for that, but like that didn't count. Like we wasn't on the status where I was like thinking forever, okay? I was just like, you know, this is for right now. This is temporary. Like, this could just be another situation. Because that's what they are, y'all. Everybody has a relationship in their life where they feel like it could be a situation. And mine turned out to be a situation that turned into forever. And I am forever grateful for God leading me to the man that I actually have as my husband, and I am proud to say he is my husband, okay? He has always treated me like a lady, always has respected me. No matter how much I may have pissed him off, he has never jumped bad at me, wanted to put his hands on me, even escalate his voice to a degree of disrespect. Now I ain't gonna say we have never yelled at each other, because we have, and we be like, who you think you talking to? Who you talking to? But the one thing we have never done, we don't never call each other out our name. I ain't never called him nothing to, like, you know, demasculate him. Never. And that's another problem. We as women, we like to demasculate men, and that's not right. You want to say be a man and act like a man. However, you talk down on your man, and you don't breathe life into him. You don't inspire him. You don't encourage him. You don't give him a reason to wake up and be like, everything I do for you, not yourself. I had to clear my name. I didn't know no such thing about Dutch dating. Never heard of that term until a couple years ago. Didn't know anything in regards to splitting bills and stuff like that. In my marriage, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, me and my husband, we've been married 26 years. Keep that in the back of your head now. We have the same bank account from when we got married. Same bank account. Same checking, same savings. Everything is the same, and it's all joint. Ain't nobody got no separate accounts. I have a separate business account, yet at the same time, he has access to it. Women may say, you stupid girl, you stupid. Yeah, I believe in women should always have a backup plan. I do believe in that. I would be sitting here being stupid if I said I didn't, because I even tell that to my own daughters. Yet at the same time, I don't think you should have secret accounts. I don't see nothing wrong with stashing money or putting money off to the side for a rainy day. Just guess what? Maybe that rainy day ain't gonna never come to where you feel like you gotta have a backup plan. And to me, that's when women are in situations or relationships that they feel like they gotta have a backup plan. That's when all that like extra accounts and being sneaky and shit, that's when all of that really come into play. So, y'all, I could not let my daughters continue to think that is the type of woman. So they feeling like, oh, in their relationships, oh, it's cool if I pay for the date. No, it ain't. This new breed of man, and I'm not gonna say all, some of them possess feminine energy, honey, where they feel like they have to be the woman, or have the the intention of the woman. They want to be taken care of. They want to sit home and play PlayStation and Xbox Live all day. Child, please. Really? Really? It used to be a sad thing to hear when they said a man sitting home and, you know, taking care of the house and taking care of the kids. I'm not going to say I agree with that, that whole analogy or that whole term right there. I'm going to just say this. As long as the tables is balanced, that's all that matters. So if I'm working, yeah, and my husband is a stay-at-home dad, take care of the kids, take care of the home, make sure grocery and stuff, that's a job in itself, okay? And I cannot stand people who don't look at being an at-home mother or father as not being a job, because it is full-time. So, I think I done jumped all over the place just that quick. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I got ADHD. I do. Shame on me. Shame on me. Anywho, I was on IG Live, and y'all could go back on my Instagram and go follow me, and you can go check out this live, because I was on there and they were actually talking, or y'all was asking me about my thoughts about Latoya Forever and Adam Ali when it comes to their relationship. I don't know a whole lot about them. I know of her because she's an influencer as well, and she started on YouTube, and now she's on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And they was just asking me, like, what's my thoughts on their relationship. I really don't have any thoughts on their relationship. Just like I really didn't have any thoughts on the Derek Jackson and his wife. People marriages is their business. That's how I look at it. It's their business. And if this is how you want your marriage to be, then you know what? Who am I to spit shame on it? Not my place. Not my place at all to put shame on anybody's marriage. Do I think she extra? Yeah. Do I think they should have put their relationship like all on social media? No, I don't. Because I tend to think that a lot of couples channels that, you know, that are out and stuff now, you know, I think people literally do stuff for a check. It's a job. And it's a way that people feel like they can make an income. They feel like it's easy money. We can act. And I definitely know that that's one thing that she's known for, is that, you know, she was really wanting to take her acting career seriously. She just took classes. I mean, for a minute, they had even took a break off of YouTube for a while. And I'm not like a fan of hers. I can't say I like her, or I can't say I don't like her, because I don't know her, okay? But what I can say is her track record when it comes to like her friends and her family and stuff just aren't really good at all. And with that, she always falling out with her friends, and to me, she's just somebody who loves drama. I can't be around people who love drama. I just can't. That just messes with my whole mojo, and it throws me off. It is, and I'm allergic to bullshit. Like, I really am. I sneeze. I take medicine for it on a daily basis, to keep the bullshit at a manageable level in my life. But because I don't tolerate it, I really don't see myself taking this medicine all the time, because I just don't get wrapped up in the shit. So it's called, you know, stay prayed up, stay positive, and don't be thinking ugly things about other people. So if you can have a spirit like that, you know what, you will go far in life. You heard it from Steph, okay? So with that being said, I can't judge her because I don't know her. But what I see on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I can tell you, I wouldn't be friends with somebody like that. I couldn't. To me, she is like a younger version of Kenya Moore. Like, just like to keep drama. And I just told you I'm allergic, so I ain't trying to be breaking out no highs and shit. And having episodes because people done pissed me off and all that they be doing with all that cattiness going back and forth with people who clearly like don't like you, like, you know, the whole situation with Kenya and Porsha and stuff like that. Like, I just wouldn't entertain that. I just wouldn't. Like I said, you'll be talking to the back of my head, talking about some being dramatic, okay? Because if I allow you to get my attention and I allow you to consume my space, look, I don't think I could beat everybody ass in the world. I don't think I'm Billy Badass Steph. No ma'am, I don't. However, I don't play. I don't. You gets with me and you might come across somebody you really don't like. I'm so serious. And I'm gonna tell you, it takes a lot to get me there. Cause I don't just let anybody just take me there, okay? I just don't. That's giving people power. But if I was Porsha and how she dealing with Kenya, I think she's dealing with it appropriately, okay? And she's being adult about it. I don't understand what the hype is, you know. If she fucked Bolo, so what? Who cares? Why are you so invested in knowing if I fucked the stripper? Oh my God. Mind your own coochie and keep it moving, okay? Like, oh my gosh. Like, it is like so childish and so like unnecessary, okay? So I hope, well, they ain't gonna never work their shit out. Remember, child, they've been fighting since day one, because Kenya used to be trying Porsha from day one and used to be trying Phaedra with Apollo. So you know what? And then y'all, the whole video with oh boy, Lil Nas X, you know, lap dancing on the devil. I cannot bring myself to watch that video. I just can't. I just go off of what I hear. And somebody had told me I need to look at the lyrics. And if you just pay attention to the lyrics in the song, that would make you not want to, you know, watch it either. I believe in God, and if I believe in God, I have to know that the devil is real. He real. And if I believe in heaven, you gotta know somebody going to hell, okay? Everybody ain't gonna get access into the gates of heaven, okay? I can't watch it, so I really can't give y'all my opinion on it. I don't believe in nothing it represent. Point blank. Period. Okay, so I have completed my makeup. This is Get Ready With Me, and a little bit of EclecticNista's thoughts on certain matters. What?
I will be downstairs each time you come down for a picture. Okay?
Okay. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Get Ready With Me and EclecticNista's thoughts. I'm really praying that DMX pull out of this vegetated state he is in, because I do think this brother have one more testimony to give us, and I just think it's sad about how people allow certain things to just become the devil. You feel me? And when you let things become the devil, then you're just not making really good decisions and good choices. So I'm gonna keep that brother in prayer, and everybody I just talked about or discussed, Latoya, her husband, I want them both to be happy. Derek and his wife need a lot of counseling, and Lil Nas need therapy too. He need therapy and he need Jesus, all right? Because what he's putting out here is just, these kids, everything that you see on social media is like goals now. And that should be nobody's goal, to be lap dancing on the damn devil. Do you hear me? Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next story time. I'll holla.